Well, YouTube, this is Rad Eakins again. It's been a while, right? But well, I might as well do some progress on the Three Sisters here. But okay, right. Olympic, Titanic. There's been no progress at the moment. Just simply because I'm mainly focusing on on the Britannic here and its modifications. Yeah, it's slowly getting done, because basically at the moment I've been in hospital for a week. And I've been busy. With my cars outside, so they took priority. So, right, let's show you some of the progress. Okay, right. Managed to raise the the sections of the forward well deck. The extra piece of the deck house is done, but it's just I'm struggling to get it completely flat, completely flush. So I might basically take a piece of card. Actually, say no, I could probably even do it with paper. Basically, just create an extra deck. Well, an extra layer of deck. So basically, that'll be thicker, so to speak. So I might do that, but oh well. Okay. Right, some of the bits I've already made, for example, this race section actually got it wrong. I had to take it off very carefully, and well, just mainly because from pictures, basically, I got a bit modelled up from pictures, which is easy to do, because basically, in certain detailed pictures of this ship, there isn't a lot. Right, Right, what have I done? Oh yes. The inserts for the lifeboat davits have been filled, and been sanded, they're nice and flush. And mainly just because basically the filler I've been using is not great if you use it in large bulk. Which one's this one? Molac, I think. Well, I can't pronounce it. Right. And basically, so I filled them with this little bar section. It's 1 mil bar section. Just filled it in, so there's less filler to go, and just sanded it flush. And I'm safe for the nice all corners, because basically the lifeboats will go in. Original lifeboats, which are like so, will go in the middle here. Also needs rows of 5. Also, I can use the rest of the boats for other places, such as the rear poop deck. And what else have we got? Oh yeah, the superstructured deck has been squared off. I'll bring the Olympic down here, so you can see the difference. There you go. See the difference there. Been squared off. That's it. Right, the aft well deck. Oh god, what a pain in the arse this has been. I've been struggling to find anything that will basically just melt. So that will just make it make it level with the rest of the deck. And it's it looks all right in that image there. It is not great. What I had to do, I had to basically create a couple of little inserts, and I had to cut out the the bunker hatches. From that section, because they need to go on top. Obviously, that would fill in some of the to cover for all this very, very flat and sanded out filler. Where they've gone, I don't know. Oh yes, here they are. Yeah, saved the little pieces. There's a few others in there, such as benches and things, which I've actually cut off right here. And I was in the process of making the section for raising the poop deck. It is here somewhere. Again, I was groggy. Okay, right, I don't know where that's gone, but so basically, I just took some of this thicker card stock. I believe that's about 2mm card stock. And basically cut it round, well, over the bench holes here. And I'm also cutting it round, I say those crane posts. Yeah, in which I will basically place this on top. Which means I can cut this out, and I don't really want to. I want to do that very, very carefully, because basically that was an absolute pig to cut. And if you look carefully, it is not perfect. But again, final cutting basically is a little ways away. I got the morgue there. Again, just needs to be needs some more sanding. We'll see, and I'll go to the hull here. Oh, actually, no. Actually, I'm having problems basically creating this little deck house. It's raised. Actually, this kind of like fenced off, and a fence around the top of the deck house here. I tried using this stock, but it just broke off. But I'm going to try that again, because actually it did come out. It came out all right. Also, I also need to find out basically. I'm not sure if they're steam pipes, but they go across from the forecastle deck up to the fore end of the superstructure over the forward well deck. Again, I'm going to try and use this stuff again. I'm probably going to cut notches, into the railings here, just because, because it doesn't specify depth anywhere. Also, plus, if you lay it down too low. Basically, if you think about it, that'll be poor design. People just be able to duck under it. Right, and what we got? I'm also going to save some of the vents for down here as well, and for up here, because basically, again, because they are specified. So I'm trying to save them. I'll also say, that's the point. B deck. A deck. Sorry. I've cut away the stern posts and basically filled them in very carefully and sanded them flush. They just need to be painted. Perhaps just a little bit of extra filling in there. You can't see it on this camera, but I can see it. Which means I need to, again, do a bit more filling. And I've also saved managed to cut them out very carefully, managed to save the posts. So there they are. So basically, and they can be moved onto here, onto this deck, and they go around about there, well, just about. So we can have the two rear cranes. I say, and other than that, that's progress. Oh yeah, hull, the hull, right. These green striping, I am not personally happy with. I say just simply because basically it's thicker at this end, thicker on this end, and thin in the middle. So I say where it should be relatively even, but I actually looked at another YouTuber who actually turned an Olympic model into a Britannic. Well, I would say with varied degrees of success. For example, he didn't do the rear deck, but he does have davits, and I bought a set from Shapeways. So I say I've just purchased them, £22 they cost me, and they'll be here in a week. But he also mentioned that he got the transfers from another kit. Which I happened to have, and there it is, the lining from the RMS Mauritania kit. And I think the crosses will be slightly too big. But saying that though, what else can I get them with? Basically, that'll be 600 scale. There should be 600 scale. This is 700 scale. So they'll be slightly too big. But saying that though, this ship was bigger than that one anyway. So I say so, but the Titanic was bigger than Mauritania anyway. So it might balance out. Also, all the lines here basically. All the lining here, I can just put on very just put on very delicately. That's basically it for the time being. Right, I just want to say time to get going because I've been again spending time in hospital and I've been bored shitless. Right, ta-ta for now.